Hi guys, here's me Anna, and I am just at the Quotex platform using my binary option strategies to be maybe informative, maybe profitable, or maybe just not getting bored. So check it out, we're gonna get some profits today with that easy strategy. And our legal procedure when we are just choosing what we're gonna have, and 1 minute for the time frame, 15 seconds for the candles period, alligator, and all the periods for that. Jaws, teeth, and lips. I do hate all this naming just because I am getting confused with all of it, because there is also lots of info that you need to remember about all that stuff. And if you are just occasionally using alligator, and of course there's like a 3 lines, but in some cases all these lines are getting so confused, and if you are starting to just like, oh my god, is it teeth or is it lips, you gotta get some. And the reason why I actually do not paint it in different colors, just because I actually do mine only green line, and I don't care much about any other lines, only just comparing to that green line. And the second one, didn't tell ya, this is the Williams, quite easy, nice indicator showing us clear signs of where we're going. It's actually important, mind the location of it behind, comparing to its own chart. Let's start. Okay, this is it. We're gonna start with this downward bat. Actually, I'm just gonna change the amount, and here we are. Look at the chart, look at the alligator, green line of the alligator showing us we're getting downward, Williams showing us we're getting downward. But the problem is that Williams are quite already below. It is quite located in the lower part, but I do hope we still have some time for that. And just beautiful, look at that, drastically alligator lines. It was only orange candles, and I don't want to see any green candles. But in our case, even it's going to be a few green candles. Look at that, how drastic that. That is so crazy. Look at the Williams. I was correct. We still have some space, and we still have some lowest points on this chart when we were even like that. Look at that, almost the same level. And here, oh, so weird. Tiny candles like that. And I'm gonna change. Okay, full bank. Williams showing us we're getting upward, and alligator showing us we're getting upward, and we are predicting it's gonna be the crossing anytime soon. But in our case, I think it's gonna be stable. We're gonna have some, maybe not a drastic jumping, but some jumping at all. So just look at that. It is a little bit confused with all these lines and candles, but out of all indicator and out of all info that I'm having from this platform, I am having that as a profit too. So just got it to these bats, and look at that. We've been detecting it's gonna be some tiny rising, and look at this Williams line and how it actually located regarding the whole line, because all these lines are just in the lower part, because we were detecting drastic fall and quite a long time. So it's gonna be an upward one. I don't know, that it's a little bit unusual if you are just looking at that, because the Williams in the lower part, the alligator, yeah, but it's a little bit with the different tendencies, but just located in the lower part too. But alligator just repeating what we are having, and these predictions are actually based on these tiny movements sometimes, not on the all tendency of the indicator, on the tiny movements. And your feelings, we are quite below, we are quite at the support line, so we need to get back. Just a song for that. I think I am getting all safe and proceeding. Do not get downward. Yep, this is the correct direction and this is the correct profits out of it. We were correct. Look at that. Maybe in some cases we needed to enter just a little bit, a tiny later, and the signs and indicators gonna be more clearly, readable, visible, and obvious. And here, me just observing the chart without any indicator, I would say this is going to be the downward one. Then just observing the Alligator and the Williams, especially Williams, just clearly telling us we're getting downward. And Alligator showing us we were at the highest position. We're gonna slide. So, yep, it is tricking us a little bit. And this green candle, I'm gonna kill you just because we are in this, so we almost in the end and I don't need it. I just don't need it. Yeah, go downward. Just go downward. Yeah. 6,000 out of it. Not a bad one. Let's make one more. Just one. So I would say that's the nice tennis one. Yep. And Alligator and the Williams, quite a nice indicators in combination of it. Maybe not the standard one, not the frequently used, but I would say quite a working one. Again, green line of the Alligator shows perfectly showing us we're getting upward. Williams perfectly showing us we're getting upward, but there is a little bit like getting like that, but I do not think that we are actually at the resistance line. But if you check all the high peaks that were actually before in this chart, we are a little bit in tiny tricky position because we actually could break downward. But I just do hope it's gonna be enough time, and I don't like that it's like 10 seconds left because actually there's lots of things may happen, like these orange candles that I personally hate. But I don't think that the tendency is just correct, and I'm just being, just checking and forget about the timing and just having it as a result. And look at that, even with a little bit different tendencies, even with this, just tricking, we were right in time. Maybe we needed to enter a little bit earlier, but because we got it when we got it, and this is it, and we just did it what we did it, the max out of it. And we just done. I do recommend that strategy if you are familiar with all this indicator, and if you actually know what lines of this, especially Alligator indicator, are additional or extra lines, and then you can just be focused, only on the working tools and getting your profits out of it. I would say this is the strategy for beginners, and if you like it, just test it with the tiny sums like a $1 and invest. Sometimes even out of that tiny bet, you can actually have something. So we're gonna get for some more, and that's why you gotta get stay tuned.